The most important thing I've learned in my many years of public service is to always listen and really hear what your citizens are saying to you.
That's why I'm here before you today, because my parents taught me the value of public service, and they taught me that that service means standing up and making things better. And I know we can make things better for the families of District 43. As a classroom teacher, I would advocate early intervention, early strong programs, funding early programs early on.
We need to understand, yes indeed, preschool is important, but I'll bet a lot of you out there went to college and never had preschool. But you didn't go to school and say, gee whiz, today we're going to study No Child Left Behind and do our test toward that particular thing. Government openness is about everything. It's about the accountability of how we vote. It's about our campaign contributions and where they come from. It is about every single part of state government if we're going to have ethics.
I am actually in favor of an ethics commission, an independent ethics commission, and I agree with Mrs. Wallace that it should cover all aspects of government. Legislators, state employees, the lobbyists, and also the executive branch. All of those folks' actions should come under the eye of the Ethics Commission. I am not in favor of just across the board saying, nope, I will not look at any new tax, I will not look at any tax. Because if you really are going to have folks all share this burden, it's going to have to come from partial revenue generation and partial tax cuts, or partial benefit cut.
You know, our budget grew considerably from over $3.6 billion, and that's general fund, that's not federal dollars, to over $6 billion rather quickly. We don't even know where the money went, and we are cutting back at this point. We need to get a handle on that before we think about taxes. The problem we're having is not creating jobs as much as keeping jobs. We have started a lot of businesses within the past few years. They don't stay. They are not ready to develop.
I believe it's the state representative's job to be the go-between between our small business communities and all of the resources that are already available in our state government for small businesses. And so I think that really working with law enforcement and the judiciary to talk about ways to really tamp down on the laws that we already have. One more thing I did want to say though, I really think that treatment is another component to this conversation.
And the problem is, half the citizens don't want us to put boots on the guard because then the guy can't work. Half of them don't want this to go to jail because then the jails are full and they're not curing anybody. And we go round and round in a circle. But we've passed many, many laws, and we need to enforce those laws. How do we sort them out? They say, well, if they're finding it in Arizona and California, they can't get anybody to pick the crops. Does that mean we have to allow people to come in illegally? We need to do something about the whole issue. But yeah, it's not an easy one. But just because a person lives here from another country doesn't mean they're illegal, and we need to keep that sorted in our mind.
So we are surrounded here in New Mexico by various other states that have chosen to get tough on immigration. In 2007, I don't know if you all remember, Oklahoma passed a milder version of the Arizona immigration policies, which restricted, made it illegal to employ undocumented folks, made it illegal to rent rooms to them, made it illegal to transport undocumented workers. And what they found was not the effect they had intended. Really only a minute for this one. Okay. they found a hit in their economy because all those folks who did those jobs, like Mrs. Wallace referred to, left.